welcome back to the Nature Talks Podcast. We are here today with Khushi Sehgal, and she's a ex-volunteer. Actually, she's still volunteering.
Yeah, I'm still a volunteer, always a volunteer.
Yeah, so Khushi's helped us with making many awareness videos in the past, and it helped us cover many different topics, and those videos were used for college workshops, and even today many people are watching these videos and learning about how we can save trees and work on the environment around us.
True that. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Welcome to the Nature Talks Podcast.
Yay.
So it's good to see you after a long time.
Yeah, actually, it's been 2 years now that I've come to this office.
So you're still working in some environment field, right?
Yes, I am. So I am working for a mid-level firm, and I look at climate change data. I'm a data analyst now, so that feels very weird. So I look at scope emissions and carbon emissions, and it's interesting work. It's really eye-opening because we look at all different sectors and industries, so it gives a perspective, a very different one. Yeah.
And so like from the work you're doing, you have some idea, or do you have some words of advice for the people, for the listeners? From your experience.
Absolutely. From what I've learned till now is that climate change is real and it's happening everywhere, and the regulations are there, but it's still very on paper. It's not as in the world as practically done as it should be. So it's still on papers. It looks really fancy on papers, but not so much around us.
So we just got a new camera for this podcast. Where were we? We were talking about your work with the data stuff, and what words of advice you have for the listeners.
So I would just say that climate change is real, and it's here, and it's getting worse. And what looks good on paper, like a lot of companies, when I read their sustainability reports, they put in words, they put in jargons, and they just make it so that it's there. But I'm not saying that it's not true. It is to some extent, but the amount of the damage that's being done, it's crazy. You can show a lot, you can justify your actions a lot on paper, but in reality, the situation is much worse than what we can imagine.
Do you think they're using ChatGPT to write all that?
No, so the standards or the regulations that companies are now following, they're really stringent. So even if you say that we've have such and such emissions, you have to give a proof. So you have to give a proof for whatever that you write. So possibly no, but there could be a time when companies could turn to ChatGPT for the mundane work that I'm doing for now.
Then they don't have to use their brain anymore.
Exactly. It's all machine. It's the machine world now.
Yeah. And like today, since you're talking about climate change, today we saw that there was a lot of fog in Delhi.
Oh yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, and it's quite unexpected for mid-May. This is the first week of May. And
a lot of things are unexpected for mid-May. It shouldn't be raining as much.
This is the time for the heat. I remember this. When I was in school, we used to get our summer vacation starting on 15th or 20th
Absolutely.
May.
Yeah, it would go on till June.
Because of the heat. And
Absolutely.
No rain. Yeah. And then we'd go back to school on 4th, 5th of July.
Yeah, exactly.
So that was our summer vacation. Nowadays, things have changed. The dates have shifted for the summer vacations.
Yeah.
Because of the weather.
That's true. Now I was thinking in the morning that it's so cold. Should I wear a sweatshirt or should I wear like a basic summer clothing? It's very, very sad.
And yesterday, when we went in the afternoon for the project, it was like scorching hot outside. We thought we'll get toasted. But when we finished our project, we were starting to head back and it started raining. It was hailing and it was like so windy and so cold.
I mean,
Plus we got it
make
wet.
up your mind. But that's the reality now. We're living in this reality. It's unexpected. Things are unpredictable now, weather-wise.
Yeah, and it's not going to get better with the way things are going right now.
Absolutely.
We have to change our methods so that we can change this weather condition.
True. Very true, yeah.
That's what's brought us in this problem in the first place.
That's
So,
very right, yeah.
What was I saying? You were also telling me about this fast fashion thing you're working with.
Yeah. So I've
what's
also... so sorry.
Go on.
No, I was just saying that so there's an organization, a global organization called Fashion Revolution, and they're basically advocates or people who are... It's also voluntary based, so everyone who is a fashion enthusiast or have brands of their own or are working in the fashion industry, they all are part of that organization, and we basically work towards making fashion slower and more ethical, which was how it used to be, especially for India. But now, because of capitalism and consumerism, now things have changed to fast fashion. So, yeah.
A lot of synthetic stuff is going in the fabrics.
Absolutely.
Like we were at the landfill, so we saw that big garbage mountain. Towards the bottom, there were these layers of fabric sticking out of the ground.
Yeah.
And I mean, that was the slope, so we could see other things like batteries, bulbs, lots of flip-flops over there. And then just layers and layers of old fabric because it's synthetic. It's not biodegraded. And
True.
In between that, there's some mud stuff which was biodegradable stuff.
Exactly. And the sad part is probably the deeper that you or the the deeper that you go in the landfills, you'll find like 100-year-old stuff still there that's not biodegraded. Because that's how the world works.
Right now they're breaking down that mountain and burning all that garbage to give us electricity. So we're breathing in all that garbage. And then they're going to say, look, magic, the mountain is gone. But all that entire garbage mountain is going to be stored inside everybody's lungs over there.
And as I guess you were mentioning that from the school you could see the landfill. So I mean, the kids are so conditioned now that it's so normal. It's sad that it's normal for them to see a landfill, that they might not even know what's there. Like it's a waste landfill.
Yeah.
So, it's
And I
sad.
think after a few years, like once they end up burning all of it, then they're planning to grow some trees over there and grow some trees on that same landfill place, and then
make it into a green land basically.
Then after some time, some apartments might come up over there.
Yeah, and I mean they might just
Cycle will continue.
exactly. They will make it disappear, but the effects will remain there.
Yeah, all the poisonous leachate stuff is in the ground.
Absolutely, yeah.
The chemicals from the batteries and all that.
Yeah.
So that's affecting the groundwater table and the soil for centuries to come.
Exactly, and it's in the system now. It's also probably in the system of the people, like digestive system, because for example, like we were talking about fashion just a few minutes ago, there have been studies now that there have been that research shows that there are microplastics in the human body now. There are it's reached us. It's
it reaches
inside
in the
us.
brain also.
Exactly, yeah, and it might be the size of a pen cap. Like it could reach to that amount.
The collective amount of plastic.
Accumulated amount, could reach till that. So that's how the world's working right now. We're surrounded with plastic. We have plastic inside us.
Yeah, there's plastic has some good uses and some useless uses also.
Absolutely.
Like the way they give us plastic bags for a banana if you buy a watermelon, they'll give you a plastic bag.
Yeah, they're covered in plastic.
It has
you
its
know.
natural cover, but they put this
Very
plastic
sad.
cover on top, and that's a useless use, I think. People can carry their own cloth bags instead. But a useful use of plastic would be a syringe or something for
Exactly.
medical purposes.
Yeah,
But then the main problem is how to recycle this plastic, because it's everywhere. It's become so useful for everyone. Now the thing is how to recycle it, or you can look for alternates. People are experimenting with different things, but yeah, in the end, the plastic which is around, like these old electronic gadgets, keyboards and things.
yeah.
We were at the Bhalswa landfill, so someone was telling us about. They were saying that okay, this tree stuff and the greening thing is a good idea, but what about the wires which are getting burnt?
The e-waste, that's the
Yeah,
problem.
because people there are burning the wires to extract the metals and sell that.
Yeah,
So even they need, I mean, that's their livelihood, but they need a better, cleaner method to do these things, which wouldn't be so time consuming.
exactly.
Like, I think if they take a blade and start cutting it, then they will get, they can remove that plastic and sell that metal. But to do it much faster, they just burn it all off and then take that metal.
And burning this like an e-waste, I can't even fathom the amount of emissions that it's releasing, and it's very sad.
Yeah, every day we see towers of black smoke in different parts of Bhalswa. Sometimes on top of the mountain, the garbage mountain is mostly on fire. We see so many newspaper articles of that mountain on fire.
Yeah,
And that also happens because of all the like methane gas and other gases stored inside, and you just need a spark from one place and then the entire thing catches on fire.
absolutely.
And then it's just constantly being fueled with all those gases, fueling that flame. So you were also telling me about this, that you met one of our interns.
Yeah. So it's very nice because the firm that I work at right now, it was very accident. We started talking accidentally. We were on a trip, and we figured out that we had one thing in common, and that was being an NDNS intern, which is nice because I'm really glad that there are younger people who are getting into environment, like work related to environment, and it just felt really nice that
Yeah, it's good that they're still in that environment line.
absolutely.
And,
And you mentioned that there are a lot of people who are not also working in the environment, but this is something that they do as a passion or something.
as a hobby, because
As a hobby, yeah.
Because once you have those good experiences, then you want to stay connected with that.
Absolutely. And we were sharing how NDNS has done some really good groundwork. Like the amount of work that I've done here, the amount of confidence that I've gained through my work here. I've made some videos, I've made content. I remember we went to Hoskas and we would ask people for interviews, and that really helped me. It is helping me till now. I can now approach a stranger and just get into a conversation.
Yeah,
So it's
even
really nice.
that was a tough milestone for me also at some point. So
Yeah,
we have to break out of that comfort zone. And
absolutely. And as budding or inspiring environmentalists who are supposed to, work and make people aware, it is important that your public skills, or you are very confident and you are convincing enough. So
I've heard there were some introvert, some extrovert kind of students. So
yeah,
everybody experimented with their strengths and their weaknesses,
absolutely.
and it helps everybody grow. So
Yeah,
these are the building blocks. This is how you deal with life.
That's
In
very
school, we don't get taught how to deal with life, how to deal with real life situations.
exactly.
Like there's so many even school teachers or principals, and they also call me asking how do we save the trees.
Yeah,
So this is a life skill that you should know how to save the trees in your city.
Yeah.
or even animals.
That's
It could be a bird. Yesterday we saved one moth.
Oh.
In the rain, it fell down, and
Oh my
it was
God.
like huge, and it was sort of drowning in the water. Then I picked it up, put it on the side.
Yeah.
So it climbed up the wall, and it was drying itself. And now it can still live longer. So any small action counts, and
Exactly. It does. It
yeah,
does.
if you don't do anything, then those kind of experiences will keep coming into your life
Exactly.
over and over again till the time you do something about it.
That's true.
That's how you learn your life lesson.
Yeah.
We were also discussing about Mercury Retrograde.
Yeah. Something that I got to know today.
Yeah. So in Mercury Retrograde, you have a problem with your devices. So that's what happened today. One of my phones not
Yeah.
working. I've been trying to charge it for a couple of hours and it's not working. I've tried different chargers.
But this is the first time that I've seen something like this happen. Like, I've always heard about it, but when you said that this is something that is going to affect us, could you elaborate on
Same
that?
with communication with people, or miscommunication rather.
Yeah.
You have arguments and things are going wrong, so you should not take any important decisions. Just
Exactly.
wait for this
Yeah.
period to get over.
Yeah. So how long will it last? Like
It's usually around 3 weeks, I think 3 to 4 weeks.
3 to 4 weeks.
So already 2 weeks have passed, I guess.
And when was the first time that you discovered like something is happening? Because you mentioned about it.
I think I learned about it around 2012 or 2011.
Okay.
And since then I've been seeing the effects of Mercury retrograde happening around.
Yeah.
First, a lot of people get in touch with me for different things. I've also studied psychology before.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So, but people don't know that. They just generally contact me and tell me their problems in life.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes I just realize that this is not your problem. This is a problem that so many people are facing together at the same time.
Oh,
So it's nothing related to you.
that's
And just wait for it, and everything is gonna
that's
get
quite
much
interesting
cleared down.
actually. Yeah.
Yeah, because sometimes you have to just slow down and relax and just observe things, and then things can just get better on its own. Like communication with people, or these devices. Whoever's listening to this, go and back up your devices as fast as you can, because it's very likely your laptop or phone's going to crash.
Yeah.
You're going to lose your memory, not your memory, your phone memory, and try to save it before.
Because you have been trying to charge your phone and it's not happened.
Yeah, once it happened with my iPhone also, all the memory was wiped out
Oh my god.
because iPhone has some issues.
Mercury retrograde is real. Okay.
Yeah, everyone feels it. Now when I feel the effects, then I check online to confirm it, and I see that it's actually going on right now. So it's definitely happening, and people are going through confusions right now, but if you just read up about these kind of things, then things will become more clear. Also, a lot of YouTubers are talking about it.
Right.
So yes, it's also on Instagram these days. So we've been posting some memes on Instagram stories.
Pretty funny one.
So okay, now we're just going to quickly do this whisper challenge. Let's see, we've made some chits over here.
Yeah.
And okay, so I've
Who
made
goes first?
some chits, you've made some chits. I've mixed it up. Okay, so you can go first. Okay, you take the chit, I'll listen to the song.
Okay.
You're gonna listen to some hip hop mix from YouTube.
Okay.
Okay, go.
Nature Talks Podcast.
Nature Talks Podhcast.
Oh my god. Yes. That was too obvious.
This was it.
Yes, this was
Okay.
it.
Let's see.
Sorry.
Okay.
Oh my god. This is really tough. Can you go again? What? Green is the new black.
Yeah. Good. You got that because...
Yeah, because
you heard it.
I wrote it myself.
Okay, good. Now, maybe it should have just been the other person.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you see that it's
Written by you, then I won't say it. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. ये आपने ही लिखा है. और आपने ही लिखा है सारा. Wait. Oh, wait. I guess this might be mine. Yeah. Okay. We ready?
Yeah.
Live, love, laugh.
Live, laugh, love.
Live.
Wait. We got an ad playing. Okay.
Live, love, laugh.
Live, laugh, love.
I mean, you're right.
The three words.
Yeah.
What's the first word is?
Live.
Live.
Yeah.
Second word.
Love.
Laugh. Love.
Yeah.
Huh?
Laugh.
Laugh. Live, love, laugh.
Yeah.
Okay.
You said it right the first time, but the order wasn't right.
Okay.
Laughing? What?
Scarface. 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 Scarface.
Scarface.
Yeah. Good. That was good.
How's it? It's so difficult.
Yeah. But that was fun.
Yeah, it was.
It was. Yeah, I didn't expect it to be that tough.
Yeah,
Because the music is distracting you all the
yeah,
time.
it's blasting and then supposed to figure out a new word. Yeah.
Read the other person's lips. No, okay, so we've reached around. Okay, we're going to cut a bit of the audio because of the part in between. So, anyway, that was a good whisper challenge.
Yeah.
I think we both got equal points. We don't have a point system. But yeah, it was easy, it's not that tough also.
Yeah. It's a fun game. You should play it.
Maybe we should think of some more complicated words next time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And ones that and make it more diverse. Maybe someone else can write it for us.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
So yeah, great to have you on the show today.
Thank you.
And we look forward to have you on the show more. You can, show off your talents on this podcast. If you want to sing or play some instruments or whatever.
Great.
And yeah, that's it. So join us for some more Nature Talks podcasts and come for the nature walks whenever you can.
Yes, I will.
Do you have any last words for the listeners?
I am really happy to be here because I've been listening to Nature Talks podcast for a very long time now. And it's really cool. It's really fun. Thank you so much.
Thank you for being on the show. Okay,
Thank you.
everybody, don't forget to subscribe and like and all that fun stuff. And we'll catch you guys on the next podcast. All right, bye. Thank you.